I've mentioned it numerous times. Adherence and consistency is a greater contributor to your health and fitness success than intensity. I've already mentioned this in my past videos, so that's not what this video is about. But what this video is about is my personal goals. What are my current goals, and why did I make that statement about adherence and consistency? So here is the truth about exercise. There will come a point where you will hit your genetic ceiling, and you'll have to make some decisions. For me, as an example, I've been at a very similar physique, minus the body fat, for the last 8 years or so. If I want to surpass my limit, I will have to spend more time in the gym, kitchen, and bed. Exercise, nutrition, recovery. And of course, that isn't congruent with my lifestyle I want to live. And my wife would not be happy about that. Most of the time, people turn to steroids and endogenous external supplements to help them. I will make a separate video if you're unaware about the rampant drug use in the health and fitness world. I say health and fitness with air quotes because, well, using drugs for the sake of staying lean year-round isn't healthy at all. I'll save this rant for another video. If you want to take a glimpse in the world of drug use, please check this video made by a fitness professional and vlogger. I enjoy his message in this video.
And so that day I snapped and I just stopped eating. I ended up fasting for 3 days and I lost a lot of weight really quickly. Fucking excited me, so I just kept going. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Then maybe I can like impress people now. Maybe people will like me because I'll look better and I'll look skinnier. And maybe my parents and my family will like me because now I look more presentable.
So please note I haven't watched all his videos. I just sincerely admire his honesty about his past and his openness about his insecurities. If he mentions anything about hating cats in one of his other videos, well, just know that I haven't got a chance to check all his videos yet. What you should know though, is that I've been struggling with adherence. Training hasn't been fun, especially since I'm at the age where I do not enjoy lifting for just the sake of looking a certain way. Also, my training have been composed of making content for the app, which takes priority, so I can't exactly get on a program anyways. I gotta make money and feed these babies. And of course, they only eat the best food. So, I'm returning to what I am interested in. Yes, I came from a background of dance, and this was my first introduction to health and fitness for me. Well, more so structure, training, and building that consistency. And to be honest, I think it would be more fun for me to share my progress with dance. It's something I'm not good at, and well, it's better than me flexing at the camera. I'll still be training. Like today, I did some exercises for the app. But outside of that, the other half of my workouts will look different, and I'll be sharing some of it. So, how will my training be structured? For me to throw around my body weight easily, I'll need to downsize. Decreasing body fat will obviously help, but maybe some muscle mass too. I know, it's an awful thing to hear, decreasing the size of your organ of longevity. But it's true. If you look at most breakdancers, they're skin and bone, no disrespect. Even one of my favorite dancers is top heavy, so it's easier for him to carry his lower body. I won't stop training legs completely, but my plan is to train squats every other week, deadlift once a week, and then not limit myself with how much I train my upper body. Yes, I guess my goal is now to look like a Dorito. How the tables have turned. When I do train my lower body with squats and deadlift, I'm going to pick lower volume, higher intensity. This should sound familiar because it's a recipe for a strength program. Today, I just tested my deadlift max, working up to it, performing a single set, then drops it all the way down for a little bit of volume. Then that's it. Outside of this, for my lower body days, it will be for content for my clients. You know, these necessary workouts I'm being flooded with. Today, for example, were 2 different tempo variations for the hinge rows, which brings me to the next topic, sponsor of today's video, my clients. I can't thank you all enough for choosing to work with me. I sincerely am humbled, and out of all the trainers in the world, you chose me. And if you're interested in training with me, no matter where you are in the world, just please reach out in my YouTube DMs. Anyways, back to my discussion about what I'm doing. If you're unfamiliar with dancing, it's also very cardio intensive. So my other goal is to improve my cardiovascular conditioning. I'm not sure exactly how yet, since I don't have a real-time heart monitor exactly, but I'll update that part in the future. This should take about 20 minutes of my workout for the strength portion and maybe 15 minutes for the video footage. From there, I'll be doing movements like this. About 5 years ago, I actually injured my shoulder really bad doing this movement, and I've gotten myself to the place where I can do it again. If you look at this movement, there's a lot of shoulder flexion and external rotation mobility required. When I injured myself, I think my shoulders were in a really bad place and was severely neglected. So I'm happy able to do it now, after years, without pain. I'll share more on what new movements I'm building towards, but these movements will require a lot of mobility, muscular endurance, think about holding a plank, and as I progress, more core involvement. My core is very, very weak when it comes to handling my body weight. An isometric hip flexion movement is extremely difficult for me. It's almost embarrassing, but I'm hoping this new style of training will patch up these weaknesses. If you enjoyed this update, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you'd like to keep up with my training log, please subscribe.